swimming in pools of gold. This is the guild of Dungeoneering. All the monsters keep appearing. Oh, to be a Dungeoneer, whose stories will be told. What's that sound? I hear a noise. Something's coming, girls and boys, from the hills and far away. We're the guild of Dungeoneering. Curse and swear, but don't despair. The way out of here must be over there. I think we're lost, but what do we care? We're the guild of Dungeoneering.
Good evening and welcome to another Showcase Sunday. I'm Matt and this is the Guild of Dungeoneering. Actually, only Guild of Dungeoneering, but yeah. It's a card-playing dungeon crawler game. A little like Hand of Fate, which I showcased quite a while ago. And then again, not much like it. I'm gonna show you what I mean. Gonna do a new game and I'm gonna override slot 2 because I tried to record this one earlier but that didn't quite work. So yeah.
This is the Guild of Dungeoneering. All across the land they're cheering, oh, to be a Dungeoneer, chasing fame and glory.
So yeah, the story goes like this. The Ivory League of Explorers, the noblest, most virtuous guild in the land. Pfft, those insufferable jerks. I'll show 'em. They won't think me so grossly incompetent when I have my own guild. I've bought a small hall in the bad part of town with the gold I borrowed from them. I've staked out a dungeon that's ripe for the picking. I've staked out a dungeon that's ripe for the picking. I've even found a chump who can do all the dirty work while I sit back and watch the coins roll in. Like my father always told me, there's always someone stupider than yourself. Well, he never really said it to me. Actually, he said it to everyone but me. Hey, wait a minute. So this is our guild hall. Not very big right now. We need to hire some dungeoneers, so we need some barracks. Let's put them right here.
The one that's always left behind, the solitary lump, the pawn who's fodder for the grind, the sorry little chump.
So we have Toll, our first chump. I can expand the guild to gain more dungeoneers and abilities. However, I don't exactly have fame to do it with. That's the stars in the bottom right. So we have to go on an adventure to get that. Soon. We first look at our chump. These are the cards they have as their actions. Or this is what our chump has as their action. 3 Ice Closed Punch, which do 1 physical damage. 1 Lucky Hit, which does 2 physical damage. And Cover, which blocks 1 damage, magical and physical. Also, no trades. And no dungeon runs yet. We could expand the guild with more rooms, however they cost 50, the tier 1 rooms all cost 50 gold or fame or whatever that is. And we have 0, as I said. So now we can go exploring. This is our first available adventure. Rats, how original. Quest 1 is Squeak Squeak, because everyone's gotta start somewhere. And we can only do it with our chump, Toll. Now the first round will be played for us. You can pick up to 3 cards. This one will be played as a room, an enemy, and some loot. Blue is rooms, red is enemies, yellow is loot. Each square can occupy 1 of each of those. So we are going up against the rubber ducky, who drew Stupidity 1 for their first action, which is scratching their head, which doesn't do anything. We have our Eyes Closed Punch, which does 1 physical damage. Wow, coming in strong. The next action they have is Headbutt, which does 2 damage to us, but also does 1 damage to themselves. Now that will... I could block 1 of those damage to me. However, I could also end the end this fight right away, because this will do 2 damage, leaving us at 3. It will do 1 damage to the rubber ducky, leaving it at 2. And I have the lucky hit that does 2 physical damage. And the ducky goes down. Now I can get loot. Either a paper crown for my head, which would give me a new card to block any block 1 damage, and get 1 heal 1 life or 1 hit point per each damage blocked, which would be 1 if the enemy attacks. I could also get the ruffled shirt, which gives me 1 quick physical damage, means an attack before the enemy attacks rather than after, and drawing a card. I think, or the wooden stool, which gives me stupidity 1, the scratching my head, what the ducky just had, and 2 defensive things. I think I want to go with the paper crown. Now we could put a corridor here, put a giant bed here. That didn't exactly work, unfortunately. Well, let's put a nasty rat here. Okay, if this gets through, I have to discard 1 card. I don't want to do this, so I'm gonna block. I could just block, or I can use the Holy Seal to restore 1 heart. Now you will say, wait, you are not missing any hearts. Watch and learn, Junior. I'm getting an additional heart because I healed. Now this one is unblockable. That's the yellow, the shield and the yellow circle. So I will just attack with the lucky hit, because why not? Once again, putting up the shield has no effect, so let's do this. More attacks. I could defend, but it won't be doing anything. Won't get me further, so to say. Now I leveled up, got 1 extra heart, and I can get either the Fire Blast, which is something that does 2 magic damage. I could gain a Straight Jacket, which gives me 1 extra hit point, or the Bash, which is blocking 1 physical and dealing 1 physical at the same time. I think I'm gonna go with the Kappa. So I only have to defeat 1 more monster, so it doesn't really matter what I do now. I think. Wait, how many rooms is that in total? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Because I wanna test something. Okay, why do you go that way? Okay, fine by me. Normally you only can go through 1 room, but since this one was already explored, I could pass right through it. Okay, that's a bit bad, because this one will gain 1 heart by doing damage to me. Ha! But I can cover now. Okay, that worked. This is not so good, because they will block 1 of my physicals. Now I can go in with the Fire Blast. I can't block, so let's just end this fight. There we go.
Oh, look, it's your Dungeoneer who survived. Just look at the joy. I'm so teary-eyed. Do you think that they'll all come back alive? Well, I suppose if they don't, then at least they all tried.
So, congratulations. Despite your best efforts, your little Dungeoneer made it out alive. So all there is to do is gather the loot they risked their lives to collect and flog it for a bit of gold. We get 7 gold for how much of the map we have explored. I think that's for how many tiles I placed down, which is 7. We started, or for how many tiles there were, because 3 were there in the beginning, and then 4 more got placed by the computer and by me. And then there was, of course, the tile we started on. Maybe that doesn't get counted. We got 2 gold for the monsters we killed, 3 for the loot and gear we saw that got sold, and 50 as our quest bonus for a total of 62. And we gained a new battle star, Naturist. We start with growth 1, which means an additional card. So we have Toll. Well, it's not shown here, unfortunately. But we can try next mission. So I'm gonna expand the guild a little. Now I could upgrade or get an additional Dungeoneer. Well, I think I want to. The Cat Burglar, the Bruiser, the Mime, or the Apprentice. I think I want a Cat Burglar. Do I? They get plenty of attacks, and they are covetous, which gives them, oh yeah, an additional loot choice slot. Oh yes, we'll do that. So the hidden den goes that ways.
Up until now, we've all had some fun, and you could say you've come very far. But brace yourself for some woeful cat puns. Now that we have a cat burglar. Meow.
So, let's go exploring. Back here, and we defeat the Rat King. Now we can pick which of my Dungeoneers will do this. I think I want Linila to do this, our Cat Burglar, because he's new, right? Right. So the Rat King goes here. It's a leader, means they get 1 heart for each surrounding minion. In this case, this rat man. If we can kill it, that would be nice. So let's see, I want to maximize things a little. Okay, this was kind of stupid because I wanted to place the loot as well. But yeah. Gonna use the catnip. And again. Haha! And throw cat. Perfect! Now that we took 3 damage, but this one does 4. 2 from the upgrades and 2 from itself. We could get a fork, a straitjacket, a kappa, or the paper crown. I think I'm gonna go with the paper crown again. And we are at level 2. Nice. Oh. This room has that little icon in the bottom right, which I thought would be a dangerous plant, but actually it's a fountain, and it's the Fountain of Decay. So let's maybe not go there. Fountain of Combustion, even worse! Why are you going that way? Let's put the null here and a gold coin as well, and hope we survive this. Because this could be dangerous. Actually, it is dangerous because if we take 2 damage in 1 turn, we are taking 1 extra damage. So also the null has the trait Fury, which means all physical attacks deal 1 extra damage if they are on half health or less. I would have preferred to block this, but I think I'm gonna have to go with this. Oh crap. Yep, I'm dead. So we both died.
This is the Guild of Dungeoneering, where Dungeoneers all come to die. One by one, they're disappearing. So now you should say your goodbyes. Bye-bye.
So it looks like your Dungeoneer didn't quite make it out alive. Not to worry, this is why we have insurance. If you were fond of them, you can always visit their remains in the graveyard, once we scrape them up. So yeah, that gives me 7 gold for the map, 1 for the monsters, 1 for loot and gear, as a total of 9. That's not good. But I get the graveyard for my guild. Insurance pays for the tombstones, so why not? Let's build it right out here.
Although this guild seems very grand, a Dungeoneer's life can sometimes be hard, not always going as they might have planned. They mostly end up in this graveyard.
Lenina. Here lies Lenina, completely unremarkable in every way. 1 dungeon run, 9 gold earned, 1 kill. Looks like we need a cat burglar. Time to put up more for hire posters. Let's send someone else out while we wait. And yeah, since we have two rooms pretty much, could have 2 dungeoneers, we will have to do an adventure to get a replacement for the one that has died. If we only had the barracks, then we would get a new one immediately, a new chump. So let's have our chump Toll enter this dungeon. And they start with a skill already, didn't they? Yeah. Rekindle. Because of the battle scar, they start with growth 1. Which is nice. Put the gold coin in here and a bed in here. As I said, all places can have 1 room, 1 enemy, 1 loot. Right. Let's just rekindle right away. I don't want you to heal. Oh, come on. Okay. Well, that's not perfect. I still don't want you to heal. Now we're both healing, okay? This fight is going nowhere fast. Well, okay, now it's going somewhere. Hooray! I won! Finally. Level up, +1. Now, what does this give me? Stupidity 1? No. I think I wanna get the ruffled shirt, because that gives me a quick physical damage and one additional card, or drawing one additional card. Yeah, we'll take that. Oh boy, so many coins. I do need a new room though, so let's grab this gold coin and those silver coins. How about this? Next up, can we go up against a red man? Yeah, I think we can. That was actually in the wrong place, but alright. So this will do 2 damage to me and 1 to the red man himself. I think I'm gonna use the shift. Lightning means it's a quick attack, so it happens before the enemy's attack. I'm gonna lose a card now. No matter. Oh, it was rekindle. That one could have come in handy. Yikes. Okay, this is bad. Right, okay. This is the end of the fight. Aha, another level up. Awesome. This would make me lose the shift. Oh, right. This gives growth 1, but we already have growth 1, so it would upgrade to growth 2, which is the left card. That restore deals 1 magic damage, and if it's successful it gives 2 health back. Plus the club also has crush 1, which adds bash, which gives does 1 physical damage and blocks 1 physical. Or we could get the stiletto, which upgrades the swift that we got from the shirt to swift 2 and adds interrupt, and it also adds slice. Now interrupt is mostly good for fights against magical creatures, and we don't have that yet, well, except for the bats. But we don't really have many bats anyway, so let's go with the club. Also, each dungeon, your dungeoneers start with their default equipment and their base stats. They unlearn everything between dungeons. Forget everything between dungeons. Right, so take on this rat. Let's go with shift again. Big attack and drawing a new card. Aha, the bash can block 1 physical damage and do 1 physical damage. Maybe I shouldn't have done that now. Maybe I can still cover. Block another damage. Yeah, we've got rekindle, our growth 1 card, which gives us 1 health, or restore, which gives us 2. I think I want to get 2. If we can get it through. Or since we can get it through. Okay. Let's do another one. And an eyes closed punch. So... Didn't I? No, I don't. I was wondering if I didn't already have the paper crown, but I don't. So let's take that. I could take the fork, but that would get rid of 2 of my cards, so no. Ooh, a massive gem. Nice. A nice corridor with a fountain of stupidity. That's not good. At least not too much. Not too good, I mean. Right. You want to do damage to yourself? I'll add to that. Oh, this is gonna hurt both of us a little. He would block 1 physical damage, so the eyes closed punches are out. But I can use the Holy Seal, which is gonna heal the damage that he's taking, that he's doing. Let's go with Shift, because that's fast, and it gives me a new card. I always go for additional cards if I can. Then Bash, because blocking damage is always great. And healing up just for the fun of it. Now I could get a sparkly headband, which gives the holy wand that the paper crown gives, plus a fire one. Cooking pot, no, I think I want this. That way I get a fire blast as well. So let's go with that. Shall we? Let's put you here and you here, right? Let's see what happens. This is unblockable, so we could do the fire blast or we could just use Shift. Because, as I said, drawing additional cards. Ouch. I could heal up, or I could just do damage. We'll do that. Let's go with that. Okay, this is... Haha! Now this does blocks physical damage. We could block 1 damage again and be where we started this round, but I think I want to use the Fire Blast. Because it circumvents the physical defense. Then I can do this. And heal up a little. And of course, take out the red man. We already have this, so this would only be sold for 2 gold. I will take some gold, which adds a card, gold card, down here for the next round. Let's see, what Fountain of Decay. Well, isn't that nice? I think I'm gonna go up that ways. I would prefer not to have to discard a card. If it's all the same to you. That's a little more damage than I like, but not much to do about it. Again, physical damage protection, so magical damage goes in. And let's end this one before we take more damage, right? We already have this. We could add this. This would get me Holy 2. Because we already have Holy from something, I think from the Crown. And Arcane 1. Yeah, I think I wanted to do this. I didn't have anything in my offhand yet. Now you're just going to go that ways. It's not perfect, but yeah, okay. And yeah. Moving through an empty room. Only works for explode rooms. Oh, how did I get stupid? Oh yeah, from the fountain. Right. Let's do this. Also, the enemies cards also have these skills. Irritable 3 gives the headbutt, which does 2 physical damage in exchange for 1 for losing 1 heart. Let's block one of them and do another bash. And this is where Fury comes in. All physical attacks deal 1 damage extra if on half health or less. So normally the neurotoxin would only do 1. But this, like this, it does 2. So let's do the lucky hit. because that simplifies things. Now I could trade the shift for those two. I think I'm gonna do that. Because the Shimmering Cloak gives Arcane 1 and Fire 1. We already have Arcane 1 from this thing in our offhand, from the glyph, and Fire 1 from the headband. So they will combine to Arcane 2 and Fire 2, which gives us a new card. So yeah, let's go with that. Can we add more rooms? Because that should give me more gold for exploration. So let's go up against the Rat King. Oh, I didn't kill that one down here, so the Rat King has one more hit point than it strictly needs. Huh. How am I gonna do this? I think I'm gonna focus, because that gives me some health, and now you're just gonna be difficult. And prepare the next magic attack. Then the Holy Seal, because he's defending against magic. And now I can go with either the Mind Strike or Smite. I think I want the Mind Strike, because that gives me an extra card again. So yeah, let's restore. Because I need the hit points. Fire Blast. Now doing 1 damage would suffice, but oh well. Let's smite.
Well, victory, it being such a fine fleeting thing, is often not to be found. Who knows what horrors the future may bring? So cherish it while it's around.
And once again, we won. Got 22 gold for the map, 31 for the monsters we killed, 18 for the loot and gear, and 50 as a quest bonus, for a total of 121. We got a new battle scar, mystical, which means our champ also starts with Arcane 1 in addition to the what was it, growth 1 that she already starts with. We got 3 new adventures, goblins, a victimless crime, and Firelord. Along with a new room, the trophy room, a luxurious lounge adorned with the fruits of your guild's labor. So yeah, combine equipment with the same skills to get better ones. Let's put the trophy room on the other side of the graveyard.
Caught up in all this doom and gloom of all the places you've wrecked, it's nice to have a big trophy room. A place to quietly reflect.
And this gives us this is where the trophies for completing dungeons get put. We have the Rat King's Tail from the Rat King, level 3. The dungeon was Rats, how original. We had 3 dungeon runs in there, because the first mission was 1, and then we had to do the second mission twice, because I kinda messed this up the first time. And we have a new dungeoneer, the cat burglar Steve. Okay, so apparently they can be male. Surprises me. Okay. So we can expand our guild a little bit more, because we are now at 142. I think I want... what do I want? Wolf Pelt gives me growth 2 and 1 hit point. Mage Robes give Arcane, Holy 1 and Fire. Skullcap, Armor 2. Leatherbound Tome, Arcane and Fire 1. Oops. I wasn't sure I wanted this, but okay, this way I'm getting it. I also want the... not the woodworker. The woodworker does the hand axe, the arcane wand, crossbow and heater shield, but I actually want the courier shop. With the masquerade mask, the winged staff that gives holy 2 actually, and so does the masquerade mask, the daisy chain and the troll femur. Those are quite strong upgrades. So now...
What's this? There's more? A whole world to explore? Why, there's gold to be found and treasure in store. But what's the point? You're all hit and miss. It's so plain to see. You're not cut out for this.
If I never hear another story about clearing out rats, it won't be too soon. My employees did return with some interesting rumors from the Rat King though. There was mention of a magic orb, an orb of nosiness. It's exactly the kind of thing I could use to keep an eye on the Ivory League. I'll need all the help I can get if I'm going to take them down a peg. The rumors point to more dungeons out in the grasslands. I'll search there first. Ha, what am I saying? I'm not stepping foot in the place, that's what I have chumps for. And if they don't want to do it, there's plenty more who are eager to join a guild. I've also decided that from now on we'll be known as the Guild of Dungeoneering. Either that or the Guild of the Ivory League of Explorers is stupid. Can't decide which will look better on our letterhead. And so we have the 3 new dungeons out here in the grasslands. The Goblins, where we take out the guards and then face orcs. A Victimless Crime. Lovely loot gives us chests full of treasure, and there's a Terrible Truth as the second quest. And then we have Firelord, which is a where we have 3 missions: Fiery Foray to scope out the defenses, Scorching Spoils, and Bath Bomb. Finishing one quest will reveal another, so as in finishing an adventure will reveal another. This one has 2 quests, so if we finish when we finish the second, there will be another adventure revealed somewhere around here. But that's all for today, I think. If you like the game, check it out on Steam. It's still on there's a free weekend right now. There's still a few hours left by the time this goes up. And it should be on sale until Tuesday, I think. So you can get it quite cheaply there. It's apparently not, it's obviously not too, what's the word? Too complicated, I think. And maybe a little bit repetitive, but it's a quite nice little game, in my opinion. So yeah. That said, thank you for watching, and good night.
This is the Guild of Dungeoneering, on a quest we're never veering. Oh, to be a Dungeoneer, swimming in pools of gold. This is the Guild of Dungeoneering, all the monsters keep appearing. Oh, to be a Dungeoneer, whose stories will be told. What's that sound? I hear a noise. Something's coming, girls and boys. Run for the hills and far away. For the Guild of Dungeoneering. Curse and swear, but don't despair. The way out of here must be over there. I think we're lost.